Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dream Detectives, the premier show in the dream realm, where we, the most famous detectives in the entire realm, help you, ordinary dream and human beings, just solve your unsolved dream mysteries, get through your day-to-day life. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, damn, we really help people. Don't you all think so? I'm Emily Pineapple.
We really do.
I'm here, of course, with the most notorious dream criminal of all time, Molly.
Good evening, Pineapple. Good evening, Time Child. Good evening to our fans. I just want to take a moment. Listen, you all know me from TV, okay? And also in my true life for the time that I terrorized this community by being the world's #1 dream criminal. That's right. You all know I used to work with my partner Zalagar, but he is out. I'm #1, but I changed my ways, Pineapple. Because you came along and you believed in the people and you saw a need in this beautiful meat space and in the dream world. This is quite a service you provided. And then we teamed up together.
Yes.
And I just want to say, we worked together so wonderfully for so many years, but our lives got even better when a little
child.
Time Child came along.
When 2 became 3.
But to be clear, he's not our child.
No, but he's the Time Child of the detective agency.
I'm everyone's child.
We're an agency now. Before it was just like this Sherlock Watson kind of deal that didn't really work because it was more like you were most notorious time criminal, I was the most accomplished dream detective, now we're teaming up. But it's like, what's that dynamic? No, we needed a third Time Child right
you always need a sprinkle of chaos in the same way that just a little gay can go a long way. Just a little chaos can make the dream team.
That it can.
True. It's so true.
I'm in danger of losing my hearing here for a moment, so if I pop out, I apologize. But again, yeah, so we're all here to help you solve your unsolved dream mysteries. But of course, we are brought to you not just from the kindness of our own hearts, but by the kindness of our corporate sponsors. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Vasadream. It's Vaseline, but for your dreams. Vaseline. So many uses in the corporeal realm. Like millions of uses in the corporeal realm. Think how many uses it has in the corporeal realm. How many uses could it have in the dream realm? Come on. Vasadream. It's Vaseline for your dreams.
Wow, Emily, we've had a lot of fun tonight talking about our favorite products, but I just want to say that, we have an evening show now. Usually we were early morning people,
true.
Yes.
But we got bumped to a better time slot. Not even bumped. We were promoted to a better time slot.
Invited.
Prime time, baby.
They said that it would be their honor if we would do them the kindness.
That is so true because we got very high profile, so we got a better slot. But here's the thing, is that it's a lot later than the mornings that we're used to. Yes. So I bet you're wondering to yourself and the viewers at home, dream detectives, how do you stay awake? And I'll tell you, it could not be better. It could not be, you know what I mean, Dream Pepsi.
Oh,
Dream Pepsi.
It's the only beverage that'll keep you awake for your highly successful talk show. And you should listen to me because I'm a celebrity.
We do not perform unless there are at least 3 chilled Dream Pepsis in each of our dressing rooms. Each of us get 3 chilled Dream Pepsis, or show doesn't go forward.
Oh, I see. We got a young one in the audience, Susie, with a Drepsy. That is what the kids call it these days.
Yeah,
love me some Drepsy.
That Drepsy.
It's Drepsy because all drinks in the dream world start with DR.
Yep.
And here's the thing. Not only do I not get a crash, from Drepsy, from Dream Pepsi. I actually have heightened performance on TV. So I just want to say, if you have something to do, you should drink a Drepsy.
Drink that Drepsy. Drink that Drepsy down. Got stuff to do? Drink a Drepsy.
So good.
Wow, this is making me so thirsty.
Right? I wish I
Thirsty.
hadn't like chugged my 3 Drepsies, you know?
Oh.
I wish that I had asked for a 4th Drepsy to be brought to me mid-show. See, that's what my freaking agent would have had put in my contract if they were really looking out for me.
This might be something for the doc, but Andrew, I do want to note that you are the most famous out of this trio.
I didn't choose this life.
You know, you can't suppress natural performance. Andrew is what I always say. So I was wondering, do you have any sponsorships under your belt?
Yeah.
I do have sponsorships under my belt, above my belt, behind my belt, and all sides of my belt.
Can you buy me a Zucchi belt?
Sushi belt.
Is that a yes?
That's an excellent plan.
We'll talk after the show, Molly.
Okay.
My sponsor tonight that I'm really proud of because they've really enhanced my day-to-day, my night-to-night, my minute-to-hour. Dream Sudoku, Drew Doku, as some people call it, but you know. Have you ever noticed in your dreams, in the dream world, in the 76th dimension of the dream realm, if you've ever been to that one, it's pretty funky. There are all these numbers, these crazy patterns and symbols that don't even seem to map to anything. But with Dream Doku, you can put those numbers in a convenient grid and see that it all adds up. All the chaos. This is kind of my thing. Finding the pattern in the chaos. You can read your future with Dream Doku. You can make sense of your past, present, and future. You can find lost love. Dream Doku truly is the dream product that I am proud to bring to the people.
Dream Doku. It's like dream divination, but better.
And I do want to say one more thing. Dream Doku, a lot of meatbags might not realize, but that is like, that's like our fucking, I don't know what you guys call it, Halliburton is Dream Doku. It is the most number 1 grossing company in the dream world.
Yes.
So Andrew, when you get your 5th pool installed, call me, okay?
For sure. Also, Yoni, good friend of the show, Yoni pointing out in the chat, he's more of a Drossword puzzle guy himself. Totally love a Drossword puzzle. I'm more on the number side. To each their own. To each banana, its peel, you know?
Look, they're all being produced by the Drudoku company.
That's right.
They do the words too.
Yes,
Letters,
thank you.
numbers. It's all
Thank you,
symbols.
Dream Doku.
It's all just metaphors for understanding the reality that we're faced with.
Isn't that the best we can ask for?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Now, I'm very excited about tonight's show. Pineapple, what can you tell us?
What I can tell you about tonight's show is that we have a caller. We have a caller with a dream. And I'm so excited to share about this dream. We actually got to speak to them a little bit beforehand. But regardless of the fact that we do have a caller who would like to join us, who reached out to us beforehand, we still have slots open for anyone out there with a dream. Perhaps they had it last night. Perhaps they had it 5 years ago. Perhaps this is your partner's dream, your child's dream, a dream that your dream self dreamed. Call in, share with us. We will solve that dream straight. If it comes to your mind, it is what needs to be shared with us. Or if you would just like a rune reading or a dream dice reading, you know?
Just share some vibes, you know?
Yes.
Baby.
Yeah, don't feel like filling out a whole Drudoku? Yo, we got you.
And can I just say, I know it's intimidating to call in to a show full of big celebrities, but we were once like you.
We were.
It's hard to imagine now.
Make sense of our dreams. And here we are now, humbled before you. But if you feel like you cannot show your face in front of us, and it's staggering, honestly, the beauty on this screen right now. But please call us. We bet you're hot too. Everyone's hot in the dream realm, and this is canon.
Yeah, absolutely true. Everyone is stunning here.
So if you get through, that means you're hot, baby, and we want to see that face.
But you can also hide your face, and we will not judge your hotness.
That's true.
Except secretly.
Caller, speak to us.
Hello.
Hello, and
hello.
welcome. Old
Thank you.
friend of the show, Annika.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Annika. I'm so happy. How are things? Now, Annika, when you were last on the show, you were talking about your brother. How is your brother now?
He's doing great. He's actually quarantining with some friends now, which is awesome. And I'm very happy for him because I think he seems more happier.
So happy to hear that we helped you and directly impacted your life. Now, Annika,
Absolutely.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I have a perplexing dream that I only remember very small parts of, so you may have to help me fill in the blanks. But from
like filling a dream doku, one might say.
Exactly. But from what I remember, the pieces I can put together are pretty interesting. So hopefully it'll be something interesting.
Reveal it to us, Annika.
Okay, so what I have written down, I'll read it to you verbatim first, and then I can try to fill in the blanks. So this is called, the note is just called Dream. It's from June 20th. And I wrote, at school, world was ending, so had to fight other people for resources and stuff. That turned out to be a dream within a dream. Then was in China with Jason Momoa and his family. Had to shoot a scene for a movie. Trying to figure out who to study with.
Annika, have you ever had an illicit love affair with Jason Momoa?
I have not. I have actually not even... I don't think I've ever seen any... Oh, my mic's going. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen anything that Jason Momoa has been in. So I don't...
You have seen him, yeah.
Yeah, no. Of course I, know of him from general celebrity-ness. But,
I know his dream counterpart, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy.
I'm sure. He gets off good vibes.
So what state were you in when you wrote these notes?
Half asleep. Fully had
Producer for this very large image of Jason Momoa.
Which one of the 6-packs were you licking, Annika, in the dream?
Yes.
Well, see, here's the thing, is that I feel like
large Jason.
Given Jason Momoa was in it, there should have been some aspect of that. There wasn't. I was with his full family. I don't know if he has kids and stuff, but in my dream, he had a full-fledged large family. So it's very weird.
You mentioned it was a dream within a dream. So did you wake up from the end of the world into the movie set? Were you napping on the movie set or whatever it was?
Honestly, I don't remember. I just remember that I was at school, and specifically I was at my high school, and there were specific people who were in it, and I don't remember exactly what was going on, but it also wasn't that high school I graduated from, so it was a school that I haven't been to in 6 years, 7 years, and those people came back up in the dream, and it was the end of the world.
Do you remember what woke you up from that dream within a dream? Do you remember any kind of thought you might have had? Maybe oh, this can't be real, and then you wake up into the next dream, or...
I think it was sort of one of those things where the dream comes to a head and everything gets so intense that either you're gonna die in the dream or you have to wake up. And so in this case, it was that I was gonna die in the dream within the dream, so I woke up into a second dream.
Do you remember how you were going to die? I'm so sorry.
No, just building falling, world ending kind of thing.
Now, Annika, I will say one thing. I will go in order here. I have been processing this analysis. I've been processing, things. And here's something. So when you were with us last time, and this happens when you do extensive dream work, as you have called in before, it is in your mind that the dream realm has many mysteries, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so in the previous, world ending, resources being grabbed, you might one of two things. You might either feel like something really big emotionally is happening in your life right now, and that you might be grasping at straws, and that other people might not have, they're taking a lot of time for themselves and not able to help. So I might be feeling isolated is one.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be still that you're still a little like freaking out about COVID and it's on your mind, which you just said your brother was quarantining, so maybe you're thinking something about that. Those are generally the two. And then since you've been doing extensive dream work, the dream within a dream, is you being like, you realize that you were going to die, so you went into another dream. That is
very advanced.
That's very advanced.
Yeah.
Is
dream jujitsu.
Yeah, I have a lot of sleep problem, like fatigue stuff, fun stuff. But which means that oftentimes I'm in a kind of semi-wakeful, like I'll be sleeping and then I'll be in a semi-wakeful state and then I'll be sleeping again.
And you get the thing where you're like dreaming and then you come out of the dream and you can go back into the dream, or you go into a second layered dream. Yeah.
So I think it might also have to do with that, where like I probably did wake up a little bit and then went into another dream, but my brain interpreted that as dream within a dream. And also, oh damn it, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, was that I also, because of this like light semi-dreaming thing, yes, I have one finger hand painted. I can't do the other hand.
I was like, there are 5 fingers? How many fingers are there?
Yeah.
Is that an extra finger?
I was like, okay.
Count the fingers. Who's a robot?
Exactly. No, but I oftentimes can't tell what part
Molly,
was a dream.
I can't see your fingers. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't being fooled, okay?
No, we were just checking. It's nice to know that people in the dream realm have the same amount of fingers as I do. That makes me feel more comfortable.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah.
I was going to ask you, have you ever lucid dreamed before?
So, not exactly, I don't think. Like, if I'm in a semi-dream state, I can kind of, like you were saying, float in and out of the dream. And sometimes to the point where I don't, there'll be conversations where I'm like, I'm not sure if I had that conversation in a dream or if I've actually like checked that off my to-do list. But not so that I could actually control what was going on within the dream, just that I was sort of suspended between the dream realm and real life.
Now,
Annika,
like
aware that you were dreaming, but
sometimes,
unable to control the circumstances. Okay.
It's very interesting because that kind of light sleep and then going back to sleep, that's people who want to start to control their lucid dreams. That's one of the techniques, is to set multiple alarms and offset that artificially.
Mm-hmm.
But also the next step of that is that if you're even aware for a second in your dream that you're dreaming, try to look around and notice something specific about your surroundings, and that will help you control it better. But it's interesting. It's interesting that you recognize that and then went into another dream within a dream. So very in touch, Annika. Very in touch, honey, in the dream realm, okay?
Another fun thing that you can try if you're in these states, I am also a person who has chronic and fatigue type of things in my both dream and corporeal forms, and have a lot of experience with these dreams. A lot of times I will like awaken in my dreams, become aware that it's a dream, but be far too exhausted to, control my surroundings.
Yep.
But not too exhausted to merely jump up and then just start flying and let my brain generate what's going on around me.
I love
You
that.
know?
Yeah, I will definitely try that.
Try that.
It's a go-to for me.
So one of my main questions about this dream is
Mhm.
Jason Momoa. I'm sure I had just like seen him, I don't know, on a website before I went to bed or something.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
my
Wanna share the
question
website?
was, why was I in China?
Ooh.
Does China represent something to you?
No,
Have you ever wanted to travel there?
not particularly. I have really no connection to China.
Do you have
but
a
I do
connection
wonder-
to Jason Momoa?
No, that's true.
Has anyone
QED.
in your life been to China?
My father, but not recently.
I mean, China is definitely in the news cycle
That's
a
true.
lot in the
Yeah.
corporeal realm.
Yeah,
And
that
so
might
it
just
could
be it.
be
Yeah.
a stand-in for an exotic location.
True.
What's your association with Jason Momoa? You said you've never seen any of the things that he's in. Do you have an
Website.
idea in your head of who he is, what he represents, like, to you? Or is he just another actor?
I know he's Aquaman. Oh,
Thank
you
to our
know what?
producer.
Actually, I was watching a YouTube video on tattoos
Mm.
around this time. So it might have, and I think he was in that video. So that might have been why he was on my mind.
Ah, that could be it.
I mean, he's
Could
also
be it.
beautiful. Like, he's a
Yes.
beautiful person. It's not, there's never a reason not to have him on my mind. But specifically, maybe that was it.
Do you
don't
remember
know.
the movie that you were shooting?
That we were shooting. It was some type of, actually weirdly, okay, so the dream within the dream was that the world was ending.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure that the dream we were shooting was about some type of like superhero world ending kind of thing.
Ah.
That's what I thought.
So
That's what I thought. You're in a place that might represent, at the least, unknowing. At the
Wait,
least, it
hold
is.
on.
I'm so sorry. Please.
So, what could have happened is you had an end of the world dream, and then that inner dream was stolen by the dream producers of the Jason Momoa picture, and you were in the production making the movie that was based on your dream. God.
Annika, I think it's very important that you have been coming to us with these. I think there's a reason you've been drawn to our agency.
That was
Here's
it.
the thing:
You
is that
are
this is why
clearly-
Andrew is the highest grossing member of Dream Detective.
That for certain. Annika, I think you might have what it takes to be a dream detective. You are clearly pursuing the criminals of
Now
your
that's-
dreams.
that's a pretty big statement.
Monica, I
Obviously-
love you, but we need to talk about that with our contracts and lawyers.
Not necessarily joining our team because we were chosen by the producers, but you could be
No,
a
yeah.
person who fights for the justice of her own dreams.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
like
I'm just,
over there.
yeah, over elsewhere.
You
But
need to get a certain
not
number
in a
of
competing
non-union
agency.
hours before we can
Here's the
bring
thing.
you into the union.
Monica, today I hope we helped you. Today you have an option. Would you like a rune reading or would you like that's right, they're back, baby. The dream dice.
I think I'm gonna go dream dice today. I did rune reading last time.
So
Very cool.
happy that you said that, Annika, because the dream dice, as some of you might not know, the dream dice, they are actually stolen. Doing what I do best. But here's the thing: if you steal from a criminal, is it still stealing? Because I went to Zaliger's mansion. I stole these dream dice, and let me tell you, the dream dice represent fortune in the coming year. There are 3 of them. They're so beautiful and shiny. They're actually made
Love them.
out of a material that doesn't exist on Earth. That's too rare. I'll put them away because there's 3 of them because human eyes meet bad eyes.
Superarium?
It's it is superarium, Emily.
Super.
I didn't want to say that on TV because I'm definitely in my own house and I don't want to get robbed because it is the most valuable dream
Show me
substance known to man right under dream cocaine.
Where I am.
Right
I
under.
heard that stuff's pretty great.
I have some dream cocaine. I can. Well,
There are 3 dice in here. You get to tell us, Annika, your hopes and dreams. Well, just one hope or dream. And the dream dice will tell you how successful you will be in this venture. So choose very carefully. Take all the time you need, Annika.
This is just a big question.
I know. Don't let the hourglass.
We don't do small questions here.
Only amount of time that you have.
Can my hope or dream be for someone else?
Yes. But
Okay.
be careful, you're putting someone else's fate in your hands.
Oh, true. That might be too big of a question. Because if it goes poorly, then that's really not good for them. Okay, so my hope is that I will find a way to reach out to someone that I haven't spoken to in a long time, but I have not been able to sort of get the courage to reach out to them again.
Wow, Annika.
I think you should.
Is great. Let's take bets. Can we bet on your dream?
Absolutely. Please do. I'd be offended if you didn't.
Emily, you think it's going to happen. What about
I
you?
think it's going to happen. I got to be real. I was actually sorting through my runes while you were telling the dream. And when you said your wish, the final rune made a lot of sense to me.
Ooh.
So,
There we go.
Now, what about you, Time Child? Do you want to comment on this stranger's future?
My comment is wherever chaos takes us, our energies will flow.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Keeping that in mind. Okay. Let's see what they have in store. Now,
I'm glad I didn't ask the other question. Mm-hmm.
I would not quit your day job.
Okay. Great.
Love
Great.
you, though. And that's the dream dice, everybody. Annika, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you,
for
Annika.
having me.
Thank you so much, Annika. We hope that we have helped you, and best of luck in your future pursuits tracking down your own dream criminals.
But see, I think this means the person she's trying to reach out to just ain't it. You know? It just
No.
ain't it.
Could be not it. So the runes that I pulled were
Kyle.
ride through, which is a change in circumstances, travel. Now these, which is restriction and a time of waiting, which we're all sort of in. It needs as well. And then the last one was Manas, which is mankind, companionship, and expecting someone to help you out, expecting help in a time of need, which made me think of Jason Momoa. But it's interesting because it's not this one person that she was thinking of.
Interesting.
You know, Annika, you're a precious angel, and I think that there are lots of people to call, but maybe don't call that person.
Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. Dream on it. Come back to us.
Dream on it. Exactly.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
We've done. I feel like we really helped Annika there. But I do know that we have room for one more caller.
Yes.
Who will be the
Anyone
lucky
else?
dream client? There she is.
There she is.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Are you stuck, Susie? What's going on? Describe to us your circumstances.
Oh my god, I'm trapped inside of a room of a certain size and shape, and oh my god, it's my room. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm trapped.
Space and time collapse into a single point that is the butthole of the entire universe.
It's so
Here
true.
we are.
On that note, welcome to the show,
Yeah.
Susie.
Welcome, Susie.
Long-time caller, Susie.
Long-time caller, first-time fan. That's just rude to say on air. That's very impolite.
But it's the best thing I have heard ever.
Susie's time, bitches.
It's Susie's time. Susie is our
Susie's dream
time
time.
amongst us.
Did you know that in the dream realm, it's always Susie's time?
That's right. That's canon.
We
All the
actually
clocks
God.
just say Susie's time. That's why I'm not wearing a watch. It just says Susie's time.
Now, Susie, thank you for coming on the show. This is a very high-profile celebrity guest we have today.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Susie, what have you brought to us?
I've been trying to sit here and figure that out. I've honestly been having trouble remembering my dreams lately.
Oh, a
Um,
dream thief, perhaps.
Tell us about
I
it. Do you
know.
have any
Maybe my dreams are
fragments?
being stolen.
Do you have any fragments
fragments.
as of late? Much like Annika's, and feel free to report to us fragments that may have occurred over multiple days. Themes in dreams tend to repeat themselves.
Yeah, I've definitely been having. The thing is, like, there has been a lot of like recurring like imagery, which is why I'm trying to think and just like remember what it is. Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of lockers lately in my dreams, which of course are fourth dimensional as a dream being, because I'm a dream being dreaming and also a corporeal being dreaming. When dream people dream, like when Molly dreams or when Time Child dreams, it's like 8th dimensional crystal stuff, so...
Yeah, it's pretty trippy.
Man.
Pretty fucked up.
I think in my dreams I've been having like a lot of like hotels or public spaces. I know like I've called in here before and like talked about a dream where I was at a hotel, but it's
Yeah,
been like a lot of
dream.
like hotel dream.
Fan favorite.
Yeah. It's been a lot of sort of like not really like intimate spaces like a home or an apartment or something.
Interesting.
Do you remember any colors or shapes, feelings, moods from the insides of these hotels? Did they feel modern? Do they feel antiquated? Do you not get a sense of time or distinction from them?
They're generally not very antiquated. Not necessarily like sleek, but that's more of, I don't know. What does a sleek hotel look like? I've only ever stayed in fucking Best Westerns and Marietta and shit.
There you
You
go.
know, like that's
Did
how
you
it
know
works.
you can just walk into almost any hotel?
We call it Zest Western here, but I know what you mean. Now, Susie, in the dream realm, when you dream about your home, which you have also called in about dreaming about your home, that is more your internal, personal dreaming. And this goes for everybody. If you dream about your house, even a house that you spent a lot of time in as a child, like maybe your grandparents' house or your cousin's house or whatever, or your brother's mansion. The thing is that stuff is internal, but external is other buildings. So it is important in motels or hotels. It's kind of represents traveling. Have you done any traveling in your life that's been staying in motels?
I would say like growing up, like traveling with my family, we would usually stay in like hotels. And then yeah. I mean like I've just stayed at a lot of like hotels in the middle of nowhere because we're just like in between like point A and point B. And And I'd say that's a lot of my travel experiences.
So it is even perhaps not an intimate space, but still a very familiar setting for you. It's somewhere that you've become acclimated to being. Okay, I'm in another hotel. It's not a super foreign territory for you.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Do you enjoy going on these trips? Do you enjoy staying in hotels?
I don't know. I mean, I think if I had to like choose between like a hotel or like I don't know. I hotels are I think interesting just because they are very like I don't know, very inherently transient spaces.
Yeah.
You know, I mean you're only staying in a hotel for so long and yet like it is designed for everyone who enters, at least like, you know, like chain hotels are designed for like everyone who enters to have, you know, if not the same experience, you're supposed to theoretically like have access to like all this shit that everyone else does, you know, like everybody's supposed to like be able to get to all this shit. And so
Something
go
that
ahead.
something that interested me is that the first thing right off the top of your head, which is generally rooted in your subconscious, is you said it's from point A to B. It's a transient space. So I'm wondering if you're dreaming a lot about hotels, it might be because some aspect of your life is going from point A to point B. It's really changing for you. Whereas home is generally a stable, what's inside. The hotel or a public building is kind of being out in the world and kind of how people deal with their own surroundings. So if you're dreaming a lot about hotels and public buildings, and this goes for everybody too, not just you, beautiful Susie, who is on our show right now. Think about what that thing means to you. And it's generally something the way that we deal with the world. So the thing that happens at the hotel is generally indicative of the way that you're processing externally. Does that make sense, Susie?
Mm-hmm.
That is so great. Did you have any other questions for us as peers?
Another little Drepsy sip. Love to see it. Once again, thank you, Drepsy.
Thanks, Drepsy.
Good old Drepsy.
Yum, yum, yum.
I am actually sponsored by Drite, so
Ooh, Drite.
Drite.
Now we're not allowed to talk about Drite because it's a direct competitor of Drepsy, so we will not be acknowledging this. But you can say what you want.
But I am happy for your success, Susie. That is true.
Hey, you know, yeah, we're all out here trying to get that sweet dream soda money.
You know what's ironic about Dream Soda too? The one Dream Soda that is the same in both realms, Dr. Pepper, because DR, it's still DR, so it's still Drew Pepper. You know.
Andrew,
that's a fun fact.
I would not be surprised if next week you came to us as a pepper.
I would just have to paint this green.
That was a great.
Just dye it like green or red, and it's a pepper.
They'll send you a new one. It'll be made out of silk.
Oh, I've got a whole room full of these.
Cucumbers, carrots.
All the phallic fruit.
We don't want to see the party one though, Andrew. Keep it in the closet. Well, don't keep anything in the closet, but just keep that costume maybe.
Happy Pride Month.
Susie, would you like a dream dice or dream rune reading? We can have both.
I can get both?
Since you're such a special guest, you can have both.
Just for you, Susie.
We don't do this for everyone.
No, we don't. We don't.
Star treatment. Oh my god, it's going straight to my head, my ego.
You know why? It's because it's your time. It's Susie's time right now. It's your time, Susie.
would love both dream dice and a rune reading. If there was
Let's
time
go.
for both, that would be lovely. Thank you.
You know what's great is I actually pulled some runes while I was hearing about your fragments.
Oh, look at that.
Sort of trying to tune their vibrational wavelength to where people are at with their dreams. But I think that they're pretty interesting, especially given the interpretation that Miel provided us with. The first rune is
Beautiful plan.
Urus, the wild ox. This is strength, speed, untamed potential, as well as a doorway. A sort of primordial power. Think of it as a door that you would walk through into a new stage of life. Something opens a rite of passage, almost. The second rune that I pulled is Manas. This, of course, represents mankind. People, you should expect cooperation. Expect help. It's also your attitude towards yourself and those around you. This is how you feel about the social order. And the last rune that I pulled is Allies. That is, of course, protection. It's an elk. It looks like an upside down. It looks like an upside down peace sign. It's a shield. It's trying to defend oneself, ward off evil, and connect with a higher power. This is follow your instincts. What I'm seeing here is that you are on a journey that you have already begun. And based on how you see the world around you and how you cooperate with others in this public space, in this space that you are sharing with other people while you're on this journey, you are going to receive aid. You are going to receive cooperation. And finally, I mean, I think that is what's going to protect you. I think that you have some sort of protective force in your life, whether that is, your support system, your own sense of self, or a divine protection of some sort of celestial or wily elf that has taken interest in your life.
Wow, Susie. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Yeah, it's nice to hear. If I may like draw a line, that like just sort of a connection I made.
Please do.
I do think like so like I am currently like transitioning like physically, and so I guess sort of, and I mean, saying point A, point B, like it's a fucking like body. How can there be points? Because I don't know. There's no fucking end state.
Right.
But like, there is just sort of that sense of like moving in between states.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I don't know. It is a lot of kind of just like I don't know, transient space and figuring out how to live within that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that rune reading just like, I think like I know I myself have struggled with just like not reaching out, that kind of thing.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. And so the rune reading is kind of like hey, like, there is like help if you ask for it. There is community if you ask for it.
You should expect it even. And I think that in no small part because of how you see yourself and how you treat yourself. Like I think you choose to keep kind, good people around you. And that itself is an act of self-care, as much as anything.
Very much so.
I think you can trust that.
Wow. And Susie, on that note, would you like to tempt your fate?
Right.
Ask it like
Oh
a
my
really
God.
intense question.
Okay, fuck yeah, let's tempt fate. My turn to tempt fate.
What are you gonna ask? What do you want to know about your future,
Oh.
or a hope you have? And the dream dice will tell you how successful you will be.
If I have,
It can be going to the groceries, as simple as going to the grocery store. You're gonna find all of your items, or it can be something big, like something big in your life.
Okay. All right.
We are sponsored by all the casinos in the Dream Realm, by the way. We encourage gambling.
Absolutely.
That's how you make that money.
Yeah. 100%.
80% casino sponsorships.
The Golden Dream Nugget. The Caesar's Dream Palace.
But they don't have a dream dice, baby. There's a limited run on these guys. If you collect all 10, then you can revive a dead person. So
yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, wait. I do have a question. Is there like a certain like format of questions for the dream dice? Like, are there certain questions that it like cannot answer? Like, for example, like tarot decks, like you can't be like, should I do this? It doesn't answer that, you know? So like, it does the dream dice have anything like that?
this is more along the lines of something in your life and for the future that you want to know how successful you will be at it. So if you're learning how to skateboard, like, am I going to be good at skateboarding or something like that?
How is something going to play out for you, I guess, right? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Dream dice. My question, it's here. All right. If I tried to go into film, how successful would I be? Dream dice, come on with it.
Susie, I do want to say, no matter what the results are, you're already a huge star.
That's right.
Susie. Susie. Let me take a sip of dressing.
She just made $50,000 dream dollars just with that.
Susie, I've never seen this in all of my time of stealing things. You rolled the highest on every single dice that was rolled. It could be because you're already a huge megastar, but I just cannot wait to see what the future has in store for you. And please remember the Dream Detectives. Actually, we'll all be going to the Met Gala together, so I'll make sure the Zet Gala. So I'll make sure that we're all seated together. Susie, how's that, darling?
Oh my God, that'd be great. If oh my God, that'd be the best like way to go to a Met Gala. I don't know anybody else.
Bring your best friends, the Dream Detectives.
Bring my best friends, the Dream Detectives. Just walk around, just like solve people's dream crimes at the Met Gala. That'd be great.
Again, we need to talk to our lawyers and look at our contracts about that. But in theory, yes.
Hollywood folks, you know, we're never sure who we have an NDA with, who paid us off, who got out of the game, and now we can't say that about them because it's slander and
slander.
I want to thank you for coming on the show. Do you have any questions or follow-up you'd like to know, even about asking about our famous careers, any movies that we've been in? I know that we've all at least been in one movie all together, which was incredible. But would you like to speak of any of your time in the biz or any questions for us?
I just like to ask, what's everyone's favorite dream movie? Mine is the one where Clint Eastwood gets a prostate exam.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great one. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's the dream realm.
And Torino.
Mine is the one
yeah,
where
what's everyone's-
Shrek is in space.
Mm. Mine is the one where Nemo finds himself.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite movie is Dream Shrek 2, Even Dreamier.
Even dreamier, is that what he said?
That's when they left the solar system. It was
They went to
super
the
dreamy.
center of the earth.
I think I liked the Dream Shrek series better than the Corporeal Shrek series. honestly.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking like a dream with her finger and her cheese cream and shape of a dream on her forehead. Well, the dreams stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Take us out, producer. Thank you, everybody.
Call back next time with your dreams. We are here to help you to solve your problems. We're the Dream Detectives. Andrew Time Child. Producer, let's get a close up on our Time Child.
I think it's too late.
Yeah, Time Child! And we have Molly, the most notorious dream criminal of all time.
Perfect
And
shot.
I have been Emily Pineapple. We'll see you all next week. Sweet dreams.